Hey guys, welcome to Off the Clock podcast, where we're off the clock,
but not really.
Since this is our first episode, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Beach, short for BGGO, B-I-N-G-E-G-O.
My name is Mason, but people over here call me the Rizlar.
Kind of tough, bro.
My name is Jaden. You call me B. Oh.
Wait, what, bro?
BJ.
be Jaden.
You call me JB.
Hit it, bro.
JB.
Hey guys, my name is Kahu, aka David.
My name is James with a Z, not an S.
We're all student workers working under Kulu Bell.
So we all work under different programs.
And this podcast is really just to talk about our college life and some life stories that we may have, providing guidance and wisdom for those that are coming up under us.
So how's you guys' week?
Good.
You're really tired. I'm like super tired, bro.
Oh, being a student worker is crazy.
This is my second monster, so.
We're finally on summer.
Hey. I'm on the point right here.
Nah, bro. Nah, it's okay, bro. You
Just a week late.
came back to us. I was over there, chanting the whole time, like, I know you going mano, but I like you come over. I know you got me strong. And I was, chanting from the second story balcony.
I
I
heard.
gave him the
Straight from the library, the top tower.
yeah, the mahalo. I gave him the mahalo.
100 feet up.
I gave him a couple mahalo olis, lala.
Mahalo-olis.
For bringing you back to me.
Okay, now, starting off with a little game that we call Talk a Bucket. Talk a Bucket, what we do is we pull up questions from the comment section or whatever you guys giving us in the Instagram polls that you guys follow on our Instagram and just, answer them. But since it's the first episode,
We came up with our own.
We got it from ChatGPT. Okay, guys, you guys ready for the first question?
Yeah.
What's one pigeon word you wish the whole world understood?
That's really good.
That's a great question.
the kind.
Like, why though? You know what I mean?
Because,
Why-
sometimes you don't need like one explanation. You just gotta be like, oh, the kind. And people get it.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
Mhm.
Secret
Instant
language.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to
Fill in the
kind
blank. Yep.
after this.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you at work or school?
For me, definitely would be one time I was like in class and oh god, I gotta use bathroom, right? But I said, let's go class, bro. Get into class. I just unloading, just farting up one storm, bro. In class. But hey, I don't know if it could smell or not, but you know what I mean. It was like I was just ripping it, bro. And then,
Wait, but like what kind? Like the wet kind or the
no,
dry?
no. Dry, but it smell. I think like that.
Oh.
And then I seen
It's the kind.
yeah. Oh, you just hear that air like that. Oh, and then I seen the students in front of me. They're paying attention to the professor. Giving the lecture, and kind of like when like animation, like they're like looking around like. But I swear I just seen one kid go like.
I'm just smelling your upper lip.
Ah. But he was over there like when the characters from the cartoons they get lifted up into the air following the scent. He was like. Like, catching a waft, bro. And I was like, oh, snap, bro.
What does success actually look like to you now?
Mm.
And I'm gonna ask that to.
No. I feel like we should start off with Jamie. She just graduated recently.
Oh!
That's a good one, Jamie. What do you
That is a really-
now that you graduated and you have your bachelor's degree, what does success look like to you going forward?
James, what did you graduate with?
My psych degree, you guys.
Wow.
Yes, well.
Yeah. Woo.
Woo.
Gotta look at my
Psych on
notes or
top.
whatever. It still didn't click to me right now that I graduated. I was saying like, okay, maybe in a week, maybe a month. I don't know. It's still not. I still feel like a student worker. You know what I mean? And I still feel like a student, even though I don't have any papers anymore. Success is, I think, just like achieving your goals. I've been working on this degree for 5 years. There was a lot of hard time. Yeah, I think success to me is just feeling accomplished in what you've been working so hard on. And took me 5 years. Probably only gonna take you guys like 3 or 4. Because you guys took early college, but I didn't. Hey, hey, Pi Pi Aloha. Early college classes, let's go. Also, college is not a race. I'm a non-traditional student. I actually took even longer than 5 years, but that's fine, School will always be there. When did you first feel like you weren't a kid anymore?
I would say for me, it was, receiving gifts that you really didn't think that you wanted as a kid. Socks, hangers, and, actually adult things. That just shocked me. Like, oh, that's the turning point of when you realize, oh, you are getting older. And you're not really a kid anymore. You finally receive things that you would actually use. And then when I finally got my driver's license, being able to like drive around, hang out with friends, go anywhere basically.
And it's crazy because like the older we get, the more excited for like the adult things. Like, oh, you got me socks. Like I actually needed socks now. Like that's why I'm like, oh, okay, that's crazy because like as kids we don't really need socks. But I'm like now I'm like, oh, I need socks. What's the most slept on spot to chill on campus?
The most slept on place is honestly the whole Naneo side of the Nahulu Center.
Oh yes.
It's literally slept on.
Yeah, the couches and
Yeah,
everything.
the couches.
Slept on. And it's
Bro, I
literally
found like a couple of students just sleeping past like 4:30, and I'm like, bro, we closed the center like an hour ago.
One of them
What are you doing here? How'd you get it here? So that's the end of Talk a Bucket.
Now we're moving on to the hot seat segment of this podcast. Call it hot seat because things could get heated.
No, because Kahu just went fart, and that's a hot seat.
The seat is hot, bro. The seat is hot. So what is the game for hot seat? What are we doing here?
Today's hot seat, we're going to be doing a this or that.
Nice.
So basically it's either this or that.
right.
Literally.
Our first this or that is pepperoni, pizza hot pockets, or ham and cheese hot pockets.
Ooh.
We had this running thing in the office. Every time someone makes a hot pocket, we kind of debate over which one is better.
Ham and cheese.
Is ham and cheese better or pepperoni?
Ham and cheese.
Pepperoni pizza.
Ham and cheese.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, pepperoni is good, but I haven't had ham and cheese in a very long time.
See, so you're
And
not a
there's
reliable
a
source.
So like, ham and cheese is really good, and I think it's just a little bit better than pepperoni.
Oh, so we have one
Oh.
for ham and cheese?
But why do you like pepperoni? That's the thing.
Pepperoni, okay. One, I don't like slimy ham mixed with slimy cheddar cheese, in a stale.
Well, hold on. Don't you get slimy pepperoni and slimy mozzarella cheese?
Not the mozzarella isn't slimy though. It's like nice and gooey.
Oh.
You know?
Going with slimy?
He's a chef.
There's a
That's right.
difference.
Oh, right.
It's
Chef
Chef
Jaden.
It's
You
Chef
guys,
Jaden. Chef
you
Jaden.
guys never know. We're gonna hook him up next episode. He gonna come in and cook something for us.
Listen. When you think hot pocket, you don't think ham and cheese.
I
Hot
do.
Pocket.
Nah, bro.
You think pepperoni pizza hot pocket. Like when the average person bites into a hot pocket, they expect to see a pepperoni and mozzarella in that thing.
He's kind of right in the sense because that's kind of what I was thinking though.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of think of pepperoni because that's like the most bought or sought after flavor.
Right.
People like seek for that.
And there's
hot
a
pocket
reason why
flavor.
it's
No,
the
but if
most
you want-
sought out flavor,
If you want pepperoni, get a pizza. You know what I mean?
No, but a pizza hits different.
Pizza hot pocket also gives you worse breath. I'm saying that right now. It gives you
That's
worse
true.
breath than ham and cheese. I'm laying it down right now.
Heartburn
That is
too.
true.
Packing that on.
Mm.
More oily. Packing that on.
The oil.
More calories. Packing that on.
I'm gonna be honest. I was in between, but when Jaden said when you think about hot pocket, I really do think about pepperoni.
Oh.
Saying, bro, I kind of
So,
think
like,
that too.
that really persuaded me to go on Jaden's side. It's like
Hey.
pepperoni hot pocket.
Okay, final scores. Okay, this or that. Pepperoni or ham and cheese? Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Or
Bro, I think I'm switching up, bro.
You
Pepperoni,
decided.
bro. just cause he's like the average person expects.
So you get more
Hey,
flavor.
hey, hey,
You get
hey,
more-
hey,
you get more flavor.
Look at my eyes, guys. They said average. We not average.
Hey!
Explore space or explore the ocean.
Oh, that is a good one.
I would much rather explore the ocean. Although it is scary, bro. It's kind of cool if you think about it. Like, bro, we've explored 5% of the ocean. You know why? Because death is certain. But I like the ocean, bro. I really do. It's scary, but I feel like we could find some ancient creatures down there that would really pique my interest. And I'd probably just be like, yo, after that, never going that deep again.
That's what the Titanic said.
Well, the Titanic is...
Whoa!
But that's the thing, though, right?
Controversial.
Titanic sank and they know where it is, right? But then those people that took the submarine and ended up dying, they went like way deeper, far away from where the Titanic was. And they saw something down there and they just, like, their entire submarine just like...
So you would rather be the submarine people than be the astronauts going into space?
Kind of, yeah. Because, like, nobody's ever really explored that before. I don't know how big the ocean is, but it just intrigues me.
I believe it's harder to explore the ocean just because of how much pressure is. You're underwater. I'm Team Ocean. I feel like we should explore more of what's here.
We'll be opposite of you guys.
Oh,
Why, bro? Why?
Nah, space. Theoretically, space is infinite. You explore anything, any possibilities.
Considering that we're on the topic of space and it's technically infinite, like what do you think would actually happen if we took our space exploration to like a whole nother level, to the point where it's like we're just going into black holes? Like, would that better our society entirely, or would that be like the downfall of us? Say like we connected with another race, bro.
Oh, I didn't know we're getting political here.
Terrestrial. Extraterrestrial. Like the movie Interstellar, bro.
Next-
Don't let me leave,
next
bro.
question: are aliens real?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Just, I always thought space is cool.
See, same. I would agree with him.
It's just, it's space. Like, none of us been to space. We all, touch the ocean.
That's
We
true.
all know what the ocean is, but space is infinite. You don't know anything. There's any possibility that can happen.
And if you were given the chance, bro, to be put on like a space shuttle to go and visit another galaxy, maybe even another entire,
Put me on that space shuttle.
even another universe, would you guys go?
Put me on.
Yeah, as long as the planet has
Put me
oxygen.
on.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll go too, bro. I'll go too.
Come on, it's cool. It's like a
Okay, so you're switching over then.
No, bro. I still would want to explore.
Then you don't get a ticket to the space shuttle.
Dang. What about you?
Little snacker.
Space, bro.
That-
Bro.
If you think about it, you can float in the ocean too. Whoa!
Boom.
And bro, that's the thing though, guys. Like, do you guys think we actually like as humans have been to the moon and space?
Isn't that controversial?
Yeah, that's
Like we had all this footage and stuff that, or evidence, I guess you could call it, that we were in space.
The moon landing.
But it's like the flag was moving on the moon, and supposedly there's no air or wind in space. And like the running theory is they did it in like a Hollywood studio, the space landing. And I truly believe that, because technically we went to space. Like I don't know how we'd land. When you watch like a space shuttle take off or like a rocket, most of them oftentimes blow up. It's pretty dangerous actually.
And like you don't see it backing up. You know,
Yeah.
like onto the
Yeah,
moon.
right? Like
you see,
how do you land it on the moon, you know?
Yeah.
And to think like about the math as well for that, like Jaden, you're studying or you're taking like physics and stuff, like the velocity and everything, like all the math and the understanding of that type of math.
Just reverse park.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like a car.
It's just like a complex airplane. You know, you take off.
I
land.
guess, bro. I mean, I've never flown a space shuttle, so I don't know.
Or an airplane.
Right?
Like, it's just flying an airplane.
Yeah.
Like we all flew one before. Ooh, that could be the thumbnail. Moon landing, is it real or not?
Question of the day right there, bro.
Oh!
Is the
Where's
Earth
you
flat
guys?
or round?
Well, technically, we have seen what the Earth looks like from outside, you know, because we have satellites and stuff. So it's round, but our field of view probably can't comprehend that. So wouldn't it be flat to us, but round on the outside?
But like physically, it's round.
Physically, yeah.
Yeah.
If the world was flat and you dug straight to dug straight down, what country do you think you would end up in?
Probably China.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You know what I mean?
I don't know geography. I think I failed mine. No, I didn't, you guys.
Whatever's on
I
the
didn't
other side.
fail.
Graduated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I got one. This or that. iPhone or Android? Or flip phone?
Honestly, I like flip phones, bro.
How come?
Because it's just less distracting, bro. You just open it, all you can do is call people. Plus, too, like, you know, when you want to hang up on somebody, you can't make it to your birthday. Like, you don't want to come. What you say to me?
Like what? Like what?
What?
Hold up.
Come on, phone. Quit calling me. What about you guys? You guys like Android?
To my
iPhones?
phone all the way. Blue bubbles all the way.
Football.
If you guys come into our group chat with a green bubble, I'm kicking you out.
I
Only
yeah.
blue, okay?
Dude, I
can buy an Android just to.
piss you off, just to make you angry.
Kick you out, block your number, delete you, everything. I feel like kids, you know how kids in elementary now they have like iPhones and everything?
Yeah.
I feel like they should have the flip phones. You know what I mean? Because they really don't have no business going on social media. They literally just need to call their mom and dad and hang out. That's it.
That's a valid point.
Right?
That's a valid
Valid or what? Chat, am I valid or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Elementary kids, what? Only need flip phone now?
I have a question for you guys. Now where you're at now, doing what you're doing as a college student, would you rather have gone straight to the workforce after high school, like regretting your decision to come to higher education, or are you glad that you're here?
Well, I mean, for me, I was a non-traditional student, right? So after my first semester, I wasn't taking school seriously.
Yeah.
So I just dropped it. I dropped after my first semester, and then I was working. I was at home first, and then I was working. And then I hated my job so much that I was like, okay, let me go back to school.
Why?
And then that motivated me to go back to school.
If you don't mind me asking, where did you work? Because I don't even know.
I used to work in town at a security company. I would not name that. But I was a dispatcher. And
Oh, dang, okay.
yeah, it was just, for me, it was like stagnant. You know what I mean? Like I just felt stuck in the same place.
Kind of just like a dead end type
yeah.
job.
And I was like, you could never go up from there. Like, because I was working for dispatching, it's just, you're dispatching. Like, you don't have like a supervisor, blah, blah, blah. Like, you cannot move up. And because my friend was already working there, she was there for a while. And she didn't move up. So I was like, you know what? I don't like be doing this for my whole life. Like, let me go back to school. And then right when COVID hit, I went back to school online. And then finally, thankfully, graduated. But yeah, I think I would stay the same route. Because I think if I stayed in school, I would have graduated during COVID. And you know how they didn't have a ceremony?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm kind of grateful because, now I got to actually experience the whole graduation thing. And like, I didn't have to get caught in between those. Yeah, I think I would stay, yeah.
I would say the same. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I feel like every path that I went down was the right one for me because I learned the most that I could from it, and it was God's plan.
Amen to that.
Hey, bro, that's what's up.
Nah, I do agree with you guys though. I am happy where I am. I'm grateful that I decided to go to college right after high school and stick with the path I'm on right now. As just like Jane said, I did learn a lot through my degree and what I'm doing.
I would say I'm happy where I'm at right now, only because my end goal is to become a psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist. Either or, I'm fine with both as long as I'm able to help people go through their mental struggles. And yeah, that's all I can think about whenever I'm going through this path.
I'm kind of glad I'm in higher education I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like school, but I'm kind of glad though, you know, higher education does open up a lot of different doors for you, whether it be financially or you just meeting people who kind of bring different aspects of life that you never thought would be opened up to you, in the sense where I look at school differently because I still don't like it, but I know why it's so important. And my dad like stressed me and my siblings out when we were younger because he'd always be like, bro, you gotta go to school. A lot of people don't really understand why when they're younger. Like, oh, why I gotta go to school? I don't like it. But now I see why, because it gives you opportunities that you would never, ever have. And it gives you the opportunity to make more money in the future because of who you know and depending on your degree and what you're going to do with it. And a lot of people, like a lot older, maybe like 30s going into their 40s, always say like, yeah, I wish I stayed in school, or I wish I went to school. I'm sure they're doing, whether it be construction or just a regular 9-to-5 job, but now I see why staying in school is so important. So I guess I'm a lot happier where I'm at now than if I just went straight to go work at like Walmart or something after high school.
That was the end of our hot seat. So now we're gonna wrap it up and give one piece of advice. So I'll start. Be the change.
That's a good one, bro. That's a good one. For all you incoming students, don't let your first semester or entire first year discourage you from continuing to pursue higher education to get your degree. A couple bad grades can always be fixed. Something that can't be fixed is, what you choose to do, I guess. In the sense where, whether it be you pursue higher education or, work or the workforce, you can always go back and try something new.
Ooh. I would say utilize your campus resources. A lot of times students don't really know about like what the library has to offer, what like Nolu Center has to offer. But it's good to know your way around campus and to know, like Noel Center, get tutoring and everything. But yeah, I'll just say utilize your resources around campus. Ooh.
For one piece of advice that I would give to a college freshman is, don't be scared to ask questions. It's scary to change, a different environment, different schedule. Mm-hmm. College is itself pretty daunting, but just don't be scared to ask questions. And the best thing about West Oahu is our classroom sizes. It's just like high school, that small classroom sizes, which is like 20 students. It's easy to build connections with your own fellow peers and of course your professor. So yeah.
Ooh, that's good, bro.
My advice is enjoy your free lunches at high school. I know not all high schools have it, but if you're from the west side like me, growing up with free lunch, free breakfast, I really miss it so much. From Nani Kapono to Nanukuli, like that's like, I can't stress that enough. Like, you guys already know, I brought so much food. I love food, so don't take that for granted. Cause like, even though it's such a small thing, people would say, it goes a long way.
You guys count how much snacks he ate, okay, throughout this video. Count, okay. Put it in the comments down below.
Make a guess on the next episode how much snacks you think he's gonna eat.
And if you guess right on like how much I can eat, like let's say plate size, I don't know what I'm gonna give you, but I can do a little giveaway. That's on me though.
You guys heard it here first. Next episode, you're gonna be eating a big mukbang, bro.
Well, not $100.
And Jade and Nicole will gonna be making the food.
Chef J Bird.
This concludes the first episode of our podcast. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode of Off the Clock.
But not really!